Most of us ended up with anywhere from about a half an inch to almost 2 inches of snow early this morning, but a lot of that already melted off the roads because high temperatures made it above freezing for many of us. But now all of that moisture lingering towards the surface, plus the fact that we don't have very much wind and temperatures and dew points that are close together, that's led to some fog. And this camera out of the cold water area actually looks a lot better than it did about an hour ago. Current temperatures ranging anywhere from 30 degrees for Hart and Big Rapids to 34 in Grand Rapids to now 39 for Benton Harbor. Most of the southern half of the area, though, in the middle to upper 30s. Our visibilities are not as bad as they were. You can see Big Rapids, though, down to about a quarter mile and Coldwater showing half a mile, although the view out of that camera would show otherwise. Most of us have visibilities anywhere from 1 to 5 miles, which isn't terrible, but the dense fog advisory that lasts through noon tomorrow does account for pretty much at any point in time here visibilities that could drop as low as a quarter mile. So just be careful when you're driving because those visibilities can change really quickly without a lot of warning. The worst of widespread visibilities does look to be sometime between 6 and 9 a.m. And although this dense fog advisory expires at noon, there could even still into the afternoon be some lowered visibilities here down towards Allegan and Hastings and Kalamazoo. Overall, though, that's going to be the biggest thing we're tracking for tomorrow. There is the chance, though, as a cold front comes in for some light snow or a wintry mix north of I-96 through especially early tomorrow morning. Most of us, though, not going to be impacted by that precipitation, but a system coming in the middle of the week, that one certainly looks to bring winter impacts to all of us, unfortunately in the form of freezing rain, which is probably the worst kind of winter precip. So that's coming down the pike. This is the front, though, that may be able to generate a little bit of light snow. You can see it back here into Wisconsin, but there's not a lot of moisture to work with in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Even though we have low level moisture here for fog, which we will definitely see here overnight, not a lot there to work with in terms of getting any kind of precipitation. Temperatures hovering right around 34 overnight, but there could be a little bit of black ice to the north of I-96 where temperatures are currently a little bit colder. Highs tomorrow look to make it at least 40 from Grand Rapids to the south, maybe even middle to upper 40s way down to the south, with temperatures colder up towards Fremont, Hart, and Big Rapids. But everybody should be above freezing, so even if we get some of this snow like models are showing towards Big Rapids, most of this is going to melt on contact. Of course, bridges and overpasses could be a little bit treacherous in spots. Through most of the day tomorrow, though, it's going to be pretty quiet. We'll see a little chance for some lake effect snow bands into Tuesday morning with a wind direction change behind the cold front because there is some cold air. But really the biggest thing that we're watching is this big system coming out of the plains. You can see as we go into Wednesday afternoon, we see that potential for freezing rain, and that will continue into early Thursday morning before everything starts to diminish a little bit. So that's going to be the thing to watch for the week as we go through the next couple of days.